2, approval of consent agenda. All of the following items which concern reports and items of a routine nature normally approved at all board meetings will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, and the approval of the following, A through O. You may look over them if you have any questions.
And the only one that's any different is there's just that $36.95 for education till lunch. I think probably what happened is it just got coded wrong, incorrectly. So she's making an adjustment to make it correct in an activity account. There are no activity fundraisers this time, and I think under new business, I do have something in new business, but as far as anything else, everything else is pretty standard.
Okay. Anybody have questions on those? Okay.
Motion to approve.
Amber made a motion.
I'll second.
Shane seconds.
Parker?
Yes.
Gibson?
Yes.
Wright? Yes.
Number 3, consideration and action to approve the annual school board election resolution.
We do this every year so that whatever seat is up, we can get to the county election board and get to the newspaper, publish it, and have it ready to go for the December filing period. And then it, oh gosh, they've changed the election now, so it's kind of a little different, but we'll see how many file in December. And it is, Curtis's seat is up this year for election, which was TJ's seat, so it's, I believe it's seat 5, so we are just kind of housekeeping, doing the legal. In this resolution, we also closed a couple of precincts because of the numbers, there's no numbers there, or, so that's all within our resolution or on another sheet of paper. And the county election board recommends those based on what they've got going. So I would recommend that we approve the resolution so that we can get the paperwork done.
Motion to approve.
I'll second. Amber made a motion.
Parker?
Yes.
Gibson?
Yes.
Wright? Yes.
Number 4, discussion and vote to approve the medical marijuana policy.
Okay, you know, this isn't new this year, but I really did wait until I found a policy that I felt like could probably live with changes. And who knows what the legislative session will bring as far as, because we're just a year into the medical marijuana. And the thing is, there's so many stipulations that are still, you know, we're still going into. Heather and I attended a meeting the other day where Julie Miller was on the phone talking about policies and talking about the issues that come up. Like our CDL drivers can't have a card at all. They can either have a medical marijuana card or they can have their CDL. So that might really cause a problem for the future for bus driving. We still, it would be like a controlled substance of any kind with our employees, where don't come to school where you are altered. And so she said they are getting, they say 30 cases just this week from, in the employee standpoint of, well, hey, what do we do now? So I think that we're just kind of at the beginning of that. But this policy I really did like because it does treat it like a prescription controlled substance. And there wasn't anything on here we couldn't live with. So I shot it out to you guys a little early so that you could look at it in the event that you wanted to make any changes, alter it in any way, and I'm more than happy to do that if you'd like to add something or take something away, and we can revisit it next meeting.
Anybody have questions on this one? I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Amber seconds.
Wright?
Yes.
Gibson?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Number 5, Proposed executive session to discuss the employment of support personnel so that the board may return to open session and vote to employ or find reason not to employ support personnel pending background checks and discussion of personnel retirement packages. 25 OS Section 307B1.
Motion.
I'll second.
Willhite? Yes. Gibson?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Time?
It is 7:33. Okay, number 7, acknowledge the board's return to open session.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second
Parker?
it. Yes.
Gibson?
Yes,
Willhite? Yes. Time?
8:21.
During the executive session, we discussed the employment of support personnel so that we could return to open session and vote to employ or find reason to not employ said personnel.
And,
Oh, I'm sorry. And the discussion of personnel retirement packages. I apologize.
okay. You're up. I'm trying to follow, sorry.
So I need to go to number 9 now. Okay, number 9, vote to employ or find reason to not employ the following support personnel.
I make a recommendation that you take no action on hiring Joan. And to be clear about that, she withdrew her name. So there was really nothing to vote on tonight. She got another job.
Okay, number 10, discussion and vote to allow the superintendent pursue development of retirement packages for eligible personnel.
I make the recommendation that you allow the superintendent to pursue development of retirement packages for eligible personnel.
Motion to approve. Personnel.
I'll second.
Gibson?
Yes.
Parker?
Yes.
Willhite? Yes.
Number 11, principals reports.
Well, elementary has the book fair starting on Wednesday. Goes from the 9th to the 15th. And we're gonna have a special grandparents' night on Thursday night from 5 to 6:30. Donuts with Dudes on Friday morning. I think it's 7:30 for dads or the male person. And then it'll be open during parent-teacher conferences on the evening of the 15th. PTA has Fall Festival on the 24th scheduled. We'll have our spook parade on Halloween at 1:30. And we're gonna do school-wide vision screenings, October 25th. And what, everything's going good, daycare's going good, mentoring program's good.
Good. After school is going good?
Mhm.
Good.
FFA's been competing in several events. They're at the State Fair, Tulsa State Fair. Actually, Ms. Snyder asked Ms. Sanderson and I to stop by today to see the flowers. They had done, I don't know how many,
So good.
I don't know how many were there, a lot. And they had done all these little floral arrangements and competed and done real well. And kind of amazing to see all the stuff they've done over there. But, so anyway, they're doing a lot of great things. We haven't had FCA recently, well, it's been a while, but we do have a young man named Tanner Bowman, and he has started that program up, so he's gonna try to start getting that back going again, so we're excited about that. Cross country's still going on. They have a meet in Enid this weekend, and the regional is October 19th, and that will also be in Enid. Softball end of the year, so we won our first game and then we got beat the next one, but we made some progress. But that season has ended, so we're gonna move on to basketball across country. One Act is competing Friday at Tonkawa. That's regionals. 10 o'clock on Friday. And then state is, I don't think the dates have been set, but it's sometime around around the 24th to the 26th is state.
I think
One
we'll do
ad-
the 26th.
What's that?
I think we're on the
You're on
26th.
26th, okay. So 26th would be state, and that is also the day of state cross-country. So we've had kids that have kind of had to go back and forth. FCCLA, Mrs. Goetsch is doing wonderful things. Anything you want to talk about this week?
Took about 60 kids to our district meeting in Visai, the end of September, and that's the most I think that have gone since I've been here. And then 6 of my 7 officers will be going to Dallas November 14th for a national fall conference. So, and they're competing in different challenge events before we go, and then we'll find out their placings there.
How'd your fundraiser go?
Pretty well. I think we'll end up profiting probably about $5,000. So
Did you guys see the fundraiser? Everybody had a calendar and they sold days on the calendar, like if you got the 15th and the 16th, you paid $31. I thought it was really a very good fundraiser for very little hard work, I think.
Yeah.
Other than, I know that when the sausage comes in, hard work starts, but
yeah.
that was pretty, I was very impressed with that fundraiser, so good, I'm glad you make some money.
Football obviously still going on. Elementary, junior high will be wrapping up. I believe the last game's on the 14th of this month. And of course, high school will go for quite a while. Did you talk to me about parent-teacher conferences, Ruth?
I said they were Tuesday evenings.
You already did that, okay. Okay, never mind, she already did that. As usual, she beat me to it. Okay. Other than that, just showing up every day and trying to get better.
Elementary basketball starts before we meet again, too.
Oh.
October 29th, so just get ready.
Holy moly. Basketball season goes on forever. It starts so early and it ends so late.
Yeah.
The dark months start. Superintendent, what's my report? We're in the middle of accreditation. The principals all are working and Judy's working and trying to get all of our personnel completed and then getting all our teachers in the right places and making sure that we're accredited. We are accredited with no deficiencies for last year. Very proud of what we do here, and it shows with the quality of paperwork that we put in, and having no deficiencies is always good. I wanted to, we talked a little bit about it before the meeting started. Avery, one of our graduates, is in a Hulu series. He is, what's it called,
Into the Dark, and it's the episode called Uncanny Annie,
Uncanny Annie.
and it's scary, just FYI.
So we have a Cherokee graduate that is prime time Hulu. So I'm pretty excited about that. Mr. Paris should be very excited about what he has done, and pretty neat. Want to say thank you to Mr. Hickman. He is representing us on some committees at the Career Tech. Met, last week, and gonna go tomorrow. And what's the topic of you guys,
Tomorrow, it's accreditation visit, and they're all input from local schools.
Yeah. So he is representing Cherokee and was selected to be on that committee, so thanks for being there for us. And also, on the 7th, I believe, or 4th or 7th of November, he's gonna sit in for me at a superintendent's meeting where they're gonna talk about blended learning. And that would be a good thing for us, especially if we've got homeschooled kids in our district that might wanna become part of the school but not really come to school, or it might be the best of both worlds for some families that wanna participate in activities but still want to be able to control through curriculum that we provide what their kids do during the school day. So appreciate him for sitting in on that for me. Heather and I went to a superintendent's meeting last week. She did some shadowing, and we talked about the marijuana policy. So was really good information. And then we've got Jenny and Keela that are both doing their end of the line. You guys are probably so excited. So we've got some really quality people that are going through the administration program right now. So we do good things for kids because we have good people here. So other than that, that is all I have.
Okay, number 13, new business.
We have one item of new business. I had a resignation this morning from Anna Sanborn. And so she has been with us for, I think, 6 years. And just appreciate Anna, and she's gonna, I think she's gonna rest, honestly. So I'm glad for her, and we will probably not be replacing Anna. Just gonna try to fill that one again, so. Anyway, that's all for new business. Maybe I need a motion to approve a resignation, or just, I usually do
We
that.
usually do, but
I
would
do
it be-
it
I think,
consent
would it
agenda.
not be maybe your next meeting that you put that
Put that
on
on there.
an item?
Okay, I can do that. I usually do it in the consent agenda. so
Usually within there,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I just didn't have one on there this
Yeah.
time.
So
So
I would say
anyway,
you would have.
I'll do it on the next one. Okay, thank you.
Motion. Okay. Number 14, adjournment.
Motion to
Oh,
adjourn.
motion.
And motion's all second.
Parker,
Yes.
Willhite,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
aye.
8:32.